So it's been about 8 months since my last video talking about Hytale. When we last checked in, the team was still in the process of porting the game to a new engine. They'd completed their first external playtest, and they mentioned that their goal for the first half of 2024 was to get the whole team onboarded into the new engine. As expected, things went pretty quiet after that, but recently things have really started to ramp up again. In June, we got a technical blog post talking about Hytale's entity component system. Earlier in the month, it was revealed that YouTuber Quebec Corner was flown to Ireland and shown that external playtest from last year. And then yesterday, we got the summer 2024 development update, which is what I want to talk about today. Now, as per tradition, a quick refresher for people that don't know what Hytale is. Hytale is an upcoming Minecraft-like game developed by Hypixel Studios. Production began in 2015, it was revealed in 2018, and in 2020, the studio was bought by Riot Games. So with that out the way, let's take a look at what they had to say in the summer blog post. John wrote, "I'm happy to report that the team has been on track since our winter 2023 development update. It's been a year since we brought our shiny new engine in-house and started the process of integrating the bespoke systems and workflows we need to build Hytale. As we mentioned in our winter update, the first half of 2024 has been focused on finishing that process and transitioning our creative teams into the new engine. The rest of the year continues that mission, culminating in an internal milestone that we're referring to as filling in the blanks. The goal of this milestone is to verify that our engine, tools, and processes are capable of supporting our gameplay and creative goals. The name comes from a simple version of PvP that we'll be implementing first, a knockback-based game mode featuring weapons the team have been referring to as bonk sticks. Blonks will put us in a position to get back to fast integration on our core gameplay, building off our successful combat playtests and minigame prototypes, and beginning the process of porting our creative play features over from our old engine. With that in mind, thinking of filling in the blonks as our first testable milestone for the new engine. This end-of-year milestone will present the most functionally complete version of Hytale to date. Now, before we break this down, I did find a comment from John on Reddit that I wanted to include because it does add a little clarity to this section of the blog post. "I could have been clearer, RE, the rest of the year. We did not miss a deadline. We completed the work and are building off of it to deliver our next internal milestone. We are moving forward with multiple game modes. Blonks is a broad deliverable, more like a horizontal slice, and we'll be following that with development of multiple game modes in parallel." Now, I think that clarification was needed because if you read the blog post with a somewhat cynical mindset, you could interpret that as them saying they weren't able to meet their deadline and they'll be using the rest of the year to actually get there. But what they really meant is that goal was met, and by the end of the year, they do believe that Hytale will be in its most playable state, and that's with the new engine. So all around, this first part of the blog post I see as pretty positive. Moving on then to engine progress, they wrote, "We're excited to share our first images from the new Hytale engine. Thomas Frick, Hytale's art director, has been working hard to validate that the new engine meets our expectations in terms of look and feel. And included was this little video showing the transition between the legacy engine and the new engine." Now, just to comment on this really quick, I am somebody that likes Hytale's art style, so seeing that it's been replicated almost identically in this new engine, to me is a big win. And to be truthful, I will say, to my eye, I don't really have a preference between the legacy and the new engine, but obviously, to me, that's a good thing, because if it was drastically different, I don't think I'd be as into it. That being said, there are some oddities with this that they have addressed. First off, the pig has been confirmed to be A-OK. They have referenced that the torches in the new engine are the wrong size, and there is some weird rendering going on with the flame on the torch and also the bark of the tree. Thomas goes on to say, "We never aim to be pixel perfect when comparing the legacy engine to the new one. What we're trying to capture is the feel, the colors, and the vibe of places. We want to keep improving the visuals and unlock more great features over time. So after reading all of that, I want to say, even if it's for a short time because they'll likely go silent again, it is nice to have some genuine excitement about Hytale again. Despite the fact that not everything is up and running and maybe they showed it a little too early, I do like that engine comparison. And after reading John's comments in particular, it seems that the team is very goal orientated, which is a big win in my eyes. Now, in regards to that 4 minutes of gameplay I spoke about earlier, somebody did write, in Quebec's Corner's video, he said that he saw about 4 minutes of Hytale gameplay. Will we see this gameplay for ourselves, or did the team decide that it's not ready to be shown just yet due to bugs and visual quality that are still being improved? And Buddha, the community manager at Hytale, responded, the gameplay that Quebec Corner saw was footage from our first external playtest. We aren't able to show that to the public for obvious reasons regarding playtesters. We're looking forward to showing gameplay once the blonks are filled. So the implication is, by the end of the year, those blonks will be filled. It feels goofy reading that out loud. So hopefully by the end of 2024 or early 2025, they'll be able to go in and record some new gameplay and give us our first real look at Hytale in many years. Another positive they included in this blog post that I just wanted to quickly touch on, they wrote, since last year, we've been reaching out to creators from various backgrounds and platform experiences. Collectively, they represent a broad range of creator communities. These discussions are helping to inform design and product decisions, ensuring that we have a concrete understanding of creators' needs as early as we can in this phase of development. Now, speaking as a creator, I really like this mindset because, for example, if Minecraft were to reach out to me today and say, hey James, what do you need to make your videos better? Now, this might already exist, but I would say, oh, Minecraft, do you know what I would love? I would love a photo studio. I want a dedicated mode where I can make amazing thumbnails. I want to be able to take character models and place them in the world where I want them for a screenshot and model them how I want to model them. Maybe have the Ender Dragon just spawn in and I can place them in the sky because that's where I want them. And I do believe it's responses like that that they're wanting to learn about. But obviously, creator doesn't just mean, YouTuber or streamer. It could mean a million things. As many of you know, I don't live and breathe Hytale, but I am a big Hytale believer. So even though this blog post is unlikely to be a big splash with the game's core community right now, as somebody that isn't, really deep into it, I like the transparency and I like what they have to show. Okay, that does it for today. Thank you all for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.